Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
Oh, wait. That's not my Friday music.
Oh, you got Friday music.
That's my happy Friday music.
Okay.
My happy Friday music. It is Friday, live on Woodward. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network. This is the Morning Woodward Show. My name is Stick. To my right this morning.
What it do is Kerry Woods, Corey. What up?
To my left this morning.
It's Joey. What up?
And then we got Alex making sure we look good on producer. Fish making sure we sound good. And then we got a new intern. Joey, you want to introduce him?
Yes, we do. It's our newest intern. See, but I don't think we can introduce him today because he doesn't have his signature piece to his outfit.
What's that?
It's the security jacket that he got. You gotta have the security jacket anytime you see this guy.
Where is your security jacket? Okay, he's got it packed up. All right, well, we'll bring him on in a bit and talk to him.
We're gonna bring him on soon.
But yesterday, man, obviously opening day. That's the first thing we got to talk about today is just how was your experience downtown after you got off the morning show, and how did it all go for you, Joey?
For me, it was good up until I went out to my car to go get a little bit of that drink because I had a bottle of some 8 Mile in my car. And I noticed something a little special on there called a freaking Detroit parking ticket.
Oh, man.
I saw this sucker out there just after we talked to Ponytail from Parking Wars, who is the one that probably issued this ticket to me.
You called him yesterday, too.
Called him, talked to him, and then I told him, I was like, yo, man, PT, I got a parking ticket. He said, all right, I'll swing by. Never showed up.
Was he like, there's nothing I could do about it?
At least I don't, feel alone because I walked out to a parking ticket.
Are you serious?
But
How much
here's the
is this?
thing.
I haven't even looked at it.
Like $40, 45.
45.
Yes.
Now look,
Detroit don't play.
Here's the thing. At least your ticket was in the envelope. Mine was just the envelope. So I don't even know if I got a real ticket or not.
Come on, you put that envelope on there to deter the ticket.
Swear I did. I don't keep one. I used to, though. But I don't
keep an envelope on you?
I used to, but I don't keep one now.
Damn. Did you get a parking ticket?
I did not. No. You saw me. Like every 2 hours, I was like, all right, refresh my. All right, parking. We are good. So if you were downtown for opening day and you had a good time or you didn't go downtown, I want to hear about your opening day experience. You can give us a call. 313-552-6322 is the phone number. But we were at the Brass Rail, and I'm telling you, the Brass Rail was the best party in Detroit yesterday. I heard that not just from people that work with us, like multiple people who've been walking around the city and stumbled upon our little shindig that we were doing.
But no, like not even being biased. I got in the car and I walked around because I already knew what the Woodward Sports Party was doing. So I said, let me just go around and see how the city is looking. It was a ghost town. Went to one of my friends' bars, a couple people in there, but not like the Brass Rail. Woodward Sports had the best ticket in town.
Yeah, it was great. And the Brass Rail this was a look at downtown while we were walking around, man, right before the game. That was like right before the game. Isn't that wild?
Like, and it was kind of like barricaded around the park to where you couldn't go in there. It was really weird.
It looked like you couldn't go in there. Remember, because we were walking up to the park because we wanted to go by the big tiger and get our picture and, do our typical opening day thing. But they had all these barricades around Comerica Park. It really looked like you weren't even allowed to walk past the barricade. I thought they were checking tickets there, but we were able to sneak by and get in, and it was weird, though.
Just the entire day. I mean, it was so fun.
Yeah.
And even being at the Brass Rail and then them following all the rules and being at its capacity of 100 people, like it definitely felt emptier than it normally would.
For sure.
But it was so weird. You would walk out and then it was a ghost town.
Yeah.
Ghost town outside of the bars.
Yeah, I didn't get to walk around too much. Like, I went by Comerica Park, over to Grand Circus and stuff like that, a little bit into Foxtown, but I didn't get over to, like, Greektown and, downtown. I know Terry Foster wound up at Founders. I had a friend that texted me, oh, Terry Foster's at Founders with me. But everything I heard was just it was just tough, a tough day yesterday for the city. But in the Brass Rail, you didn't even know it, man. The vibe in there was crazy. Like, people were popping bottles. It was fun to be at a pizza bar where they were selling bottle service.
I have never seen that before. I'm like bottle service. I'm like, did they got the sparklers out?
Yeah, it was the most Detroit thing ever.
Ever.
It was great. Darren McCarty was there yesterday, and he was celebrating his birthday. And we got the whole bar to sing happy birthday to him. So we got a quick little video of that. Alex downloaded it right now.
He's gonna play that video in a
Yep.
second. But my highlight to the entire day was boobies.
What?
Boobies.
Oh, boy.
That's all I got to say. One word: boobies.
Yeah, while we were on the air in the morning, we noticed a young lady. She was walking around. She was a bottle service girl. And
Saw her when she first walked in.
yeah, and our boy Nick Leach memed me up yesterday. But as you notice, I'm being a very respectable young man. I'm looking at the camera, not looking at, the other things in the picture.
No, I mean, listen, the whole backstory to this is she wanted to talk on this show, and Stick just had to get the microphone for the audience to hear her.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and we didn't have, the mics where I could, hold it to her face. I
Right.
had to literally hold up that right to her
No,
face.
we had one. You just
and
wanted to use
unfortunately,
that.
I was sitting, too. So, just sometimes things happen, guys. And I thought I was being very professional. I wanted to make sure the broadcast sounded good, and she talked directly into the microphone.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for taking one for the team and really stepping up and doing that.
Anytime, man. Anytime. But you and Kennedy went around downtown yesterday, and you guys kind of did your man on the streets thing and just kind of checked everything out. You want to throw that video up for us, Alex? Because this one's kind of cool.
The craziest part to the beginning of this video was it was freezing, and there was people on them little pedal thingies
Right.
that you drink on.
Oh, you experienced all 4 seasons yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when Miggy hit that home run, it literally looked like a downpour of, it was beautiful, though.
It was
beautiful.
It did look. I ain't gonna front. Did you see the photos the Tigers posted?
Yes.
Those were top tier.
Yeah, actually, Alex, you got those 2 photos, too, right?
Man, as a photographer, you live for those type of shots.
Oh, man, I could only imagine, especially catching that shot with how beautiful it looked.
Yeah, look at
Like,
that.
That's one of the videos. I think it was shot at like 60 frames per second.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely
that's so beautiful.
amazing.
And then look out today. It's summer.
Right. Yeah, it's supposed to be 70 degrees after this. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, look at that. That's pure American beauty. You could cut the video now, please. Have Miggy sliding into second because he thought it wasn't a home run.
Yeah,
Just-
that was the best part.
yeah.
Because you couldn't see. There was so much snow. It was hard to see.
And that's such classic Miggy, too, though. The guy's such a child when he plays baseball that, sliding into second is hilarious to
Yep.
me. But, yeah, opening day was a lot of fun. If you guys were down there, let us know. 313-552-6322 is the phone number. But it was a great day. What else did you guys experience that you like? I mean, how about the fire marshal coming in at least 4 times to do a head count yesterday?
I mean,
They rolled deep.
Dude, they rolled in
too.
8 people. One dude having a camera on him. They were checking everybody.
It was like a Corey lens camera too. That thing had it was this long of the lens. It was crazy.
I mean, it was slapping. It was slapping, but within the rules.
Right. Could you imagine that place at 100% capacity? We wouldn't have been able to move in there.
You know what? The screens, the LED screens, I think that set it off too. Because as soon as you walk in the party, you see all those people, then you just see the entire, all of our shows going on at once.
Right.
I think that set it off as well.
Well, I mean, I guess we could talk about the score of the game, too. The Tigers won 3-2. Miguel Cabrera hit that 2-run shot in the bottom of the first, and then they just kind of held on from there. I mean, Boyd looked really good yesterday, pitched 5 2/3, 3 hits, 0 runs. So that's what you want out of your opening day starter, even though Boyd may not be the best opening day starter we've ever had, but he showed out yesterday, and that's what you need from him. Then, Soto almost blew it in the 9th, just like Tigers closers always do. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus strictly on the win.
Is it about to be an undefeated season? I'm joking.
Yeah, Miguel
Hey.
Cabrera's on pace for 162 home runs, man. This is
I'm just saying.
he's about to do it. And the cool thing about that is going into the game, actually going into the season, everybody was like, oh, he only needs 13 more to get to that 500 mark. How long is that going to take him? When I was filling in for the hook earlier in the week, Maz was like, I'm thinking it's going to happen around late June, early July. But he knocked one out first at bat. So I'll take that.
And that was his 350th home run as a Tiger.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So,
awesome.
Really monumental. There.
Don't forget he played for the Marlins before that, so that's why he's closing in on 500. But yeah, if he can hit that milestone super early in the season and get more fans in the stands, because once he gets close, those stands are going to start filling up more and more because people are going to want to catch that ball.
Also, too, if he starts the trajectory to hitting it even sooner than people expected, that could mean that he's back.
Well, I mean, typically with Latino players, they get better as the weather gets warmer. Like you've just seen it. The statistics prove it. So if he's this hot now when it's 30 degrees in game one, hopefully come July when it's 80, 90 degrees, he's out there just balling.
Hope so, because I want to see him not only hit that mark in that Tigers uniform, but just have a feel-good moment in Detroit sports, because who knows when the playoffs are coming back.
Yeah. Oof. Pistons, man.
That's got to be the next one for us.
It's got to be.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about opening day. We still got some more stories. We got some more videos that we want to show you. I really want to show you Joey walking around downtown doing his thing. Let's take a break. When we come back, more updates from opening day we had yesterday. And once again, if you were down there or you have a story from opening day, shoot us a call. 313-552-6322 is the number.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Yeah, well, I can't keep my eyes.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network and Detroit's only sports network that was downtown yesterday, which is weird to me.
Facts.
Very weird.
Very weird that they let us own the city, but hey.
Very fun at the same time.
They really don't have a say in it anymore, so here we go. Here we go. No, but it was really a fun time down there and a good look for Woodward Sports. Like, I'm glad we walked around. I'm glad we were safe. I'm glad we did it the right way and weren't stupid and nothing, I was expecting something to trip us up yesterday. Not a damn thing.
No stupidity at all.
Right. But let's check out Joey doing his thing, because this is what Woodward Sports is really going to be about. We've kind of been hamstrung by this pandemic thing, stuck in our studio. Obviously, we love being in the studio and doing it, but we really love being out on the streets, talking to people, and that's really how we're going to get our name out there. So when we're able to do it, this is what happens. Show Joey on the streets if you can.
With our girl Kennedy.
Yeah,
Opening
Kennedy.
day with Woodward Sports, and you guys are all out here pedaling, having fun, huh?
Yes. Woodward Sports, let's go!
Detroit for opening day. Let's go.
And we out here in Detroit having fun, opening day.
Can we get a Woodward Sports, let's go?
Yeah, Woodward Sports, let's go.
Damn, the city of Detroit got them.
What the hell is that? Explain yourself.
Come on, MVP.
Hey, so this is how many years in a row of opening day?
34 years in a row, my buddy Bob and I.
Where's Bob? Look at Bob cruising. Just zoom in on Bob real quick. Look at Bob. Bob is cruising. You know what? Let's go. Come on, let me hop on the back. Let's roll. Coming for you, Bob. We're going to get you, Bob.
Dude, your voice at the end, we're going to get you, Bob. It kills me every time I hear that video, man.
I hit about 7 miles per hour with my boy Clyde. Clyde and Bob, that's some legends right there. Opening day, 34 years straight.
Damn, that's a long time.
But it's crazy because normally when we're downtown, I mean, it's completely packed. Like, you literally had to seek out people to talk to on opening day.
And listen, I never make fun of anybody in a wheelchair,
No.
in a scooter or anything.
No.
But it was great because Clyde was like to me, man, when we first started coming, we had our legs. We were walking all around downtown. And
Oh, my God.
I was like, that's real. Like, that's got to be tough. But, I mean, yesterday was a good day to be cruising around because it was empty on the streets.
That would be so crazy to, be friends with somebody long enough to where you're both rolling around Detroit and you're rascals at some point.
Right. Like, they were going around.
That's goals. That's goals for friendship,
Yeah,
man.
100%.
So shout out to Bob. And then, like we were saying, it was Darren McCarty's birthday at the Brass Rail. We had everybody kind of sing happy birthday to him. And hopefully he liked it. I saw him smash that cake he was eating.
Dude,
you see him just arr, arr. He ate the whole cake.
Yeah, the videos, I think I don't know whether it's pictures or videos y'all posted online. I was there dying.
So let's see some people singing happy birthday to D-Mac.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
D-Mac, baby. And that was awesome, too, that the Brass Rail let us take the mic inside the venue and just talk. And it was just a good time, man.
Imagine having your birthday on opening day. Like, that's crazy right there.
And on April Fool's Day, too.
Right.
Oh, which, by the way, damn, I didn't pull that clip of Corey smoking us with that April Fool's joke yesterday.
That was a good one, Corey.
You killed us with that opening day joke, or that April Fool's Day joke.
You know what? I didn't even think about it until that moment. I said, you know what? Strike.
So
well,
to
the
preface
problem
this,
is Corey's our breaking news guy,
Right.
so we believe him when he's like, oh my God, breaking news. Because, for the past 6 months, when you come in with breaking news, it's actual breaking news. Like, you slow played this, like, really well.
So we're talking about Jamar Chase, the wide receiver from LSU, and I'm like, he just had his combine, his pro day yesterday, ran a 4.38 40-yard dash, and then Corey's face that entire time I'm talking, he's looking at his phone, he's like, and then Stick's like, what? You got breaking news? I got breaking news. And what was your breaking news, Corey?
The breaking news was that the Detroit Lions signed Antonio Brown to a 1-year deal.
And, of course, our dumbasses believe him just right off the rip. Just right off the rip. What you got, Fish?
2 things. Number one, after Corey, or after the show, Kennedy was like, hey, Fish, is your mic going to be on? I'm like, yes. And she's like, go do some breaking news for Bell and Baligian Prankum. And I didn't know how to make it credible. I was going to say the Tigers game was canceled, but I didn't know how to make it credible enough to where they would look at their phones. It would have to be like Joey would have had to tweet it out. They would have looked at their phone. They would have said, oh, Tigers game's canceled. And it would have gone on for like 2 minutes, and then they would have.
So you were trying to play a prank on Baligian and Bell, and you couldn't do it?
Yeah, I just couldn't think of a good way to do it. Also, another thing, we have a caller if you would like to get to him.
Yeah, who's on the line?
Kenneth is on the line right now.
Where's he from? Hey, Kenneth.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. I just wanted to say that I'm a really big fan of the show, and I wish that I could have made it out yesterday. But I just really enjoy the show, guys.
Well, thank you, Kenneth. Where are you from, man?
From Pontiac.
Yeah, what up, Yak Town?
So, Kenneth, I got a question for you. Did you wish you came out because of the boobies or because you wanted to come be there with the broadcast and opening day?
Well, I wanted to get out there, but my mom said that I couldn't leave the house. But yeah, I do enjoy the women. I do enjoy the women, and I saw the picture of Chick with that lady. That lady looked really nice. Really nice.
She was a lovely lady, for sure.
She was a nice lady. And Kenneth, what did you do for opening day? Did you just stay home and watch the game at your house?
Well, yeah, because I've got my own place, but it's in the basement of mom's house. But it's basically like my own place, so I put on the broadcast and watch you guys, and I watch Sean Baligian, and I watched The Hook, and I just sat in there and watched you guys. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Especially watching from home must have been so much fun because you're like regretting, oh, I didn't go downtown, but then you're starting to see it's freaking snowing. So you're like, you know what? Not so bad watching on TV.
Well, and the other thing is at least we had a silver match and to complain about the chairs.
Oh, man.
Great,
man,
Kenny.
Kenneth is a super fan.
Oh, yeah, he knows everything.
You know everything about this place, don't you, Kenneth?
Yeah, I just started following the page about a couple months ago, and I like it a lot. It's a fun show, and you guys have a lot of fun, and you know, I do enjoy boobs.
And I do enjoy boobs. Well, Kenneth, I'm glad to see our listeners have something in common with all of us up here right now. And we enjoy Pontiac, man, and thank you for watching us and, you know, hanging out in your mom's basement and listening to us. That's awesome.
No problem. You can tell Corey that if he ever needs somebody to fill in for the show, I'll gladly, him and I could maybe do a show one day called Everything Is Not. Everything is not.
I love this guy. This guy's amazing.
Everything.
Well, thank you, Kenneth, for being on with us this morning, man. We appreciate you. Call up anytime, all right, buddy?
All right. Tell Adam to smile every once in a while. I gotta go. Bye.
We'll do that, man. You have a great day. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, guys, man. That's cool. And if
it's
you guys
not hitting me that it's Friday, actually.
It's Friday, man.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yesterday seemed like a Friday,
It
but
did. It
today's
really
Friday.
did.
But yeah, if you guys want to call up, the show's lines are always open. 313-552-6322 is the phone number. Anything else you guys want to talk about from opening day? I mean, I think we kind of hit on everything, like just the fun. If you guys want to go back through, look at our Instagram story from yesterday. It's just wild.
One of my favorites was, it was probably 1:30 or so, where that lady right behind our broadcast table was passed out.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because they started at like 6 o'clock. So I just went over there and I just started petting her head because I was like, listen, man, we got to be there for each other. And then she ended up being good. So that was one of my highlights from the day yesterday, too, was seeing no matter what, people still getting lit. What was it? Responsibly turned.
Responsibly turned. And that was the moral of the story yesterday. So, yeah, opening day, Tigers won. They're well on their way to winning their next World Series. Undefeated season. We're in first place. And I'm overreacting, but that's okay. We got that first win out of the way. Because when we were talking to Terry Foster yesterday, too, you know, if you don't get that first win and you start the season like 0-5, it just looks scary. Now, if they go 1-5, it's not as bad, you know? The pressure doesn't build as much to get that first win, and then all of a sudden you're pressing at the plate, and it doesn't work out when things happen that way.
Hopefully we get a couple wins at least.
And also, too, just good for the new manager, A.J. Hinch, to get his first win on opening day.
Yeah, congrats. And I like the way they played ball, man. A.J. Hinch has just got them swinging the bats. That's one thing I noticed yesterday. They were up there hacking. So as long as, you know, we keep that aggressive approach, that's the type of baseball I love, is like aggressive baseball, move the runners, bunt, shift, like just be a part of the game. That's really the type of baseball I think wins games, when you can manufacture your own runs. Unfortunately, right now in baseball, it's kind of like basketball is gone. Everybody's relying on the home run. But I'd love to see the game go back to everybody playing small ball and manufacturing runs, moving runners over, putting pressure on the other team. So we're going to see what Hinch does the rest of the season, but we're happy to have him here. Also happy to have a partnership with our people at Levels, right, Joey?
Yes, we got to talk about Levels, because that is literally like walking inside of a jewelry store.
Yep.
It's crazy how beautiful it is inside there, but that's what you want out of a dispensary that you're going to, because it's got to be clean. That's the biggest thing. It's got to be clean.
Yeah, no, Levels is great, and you can go to their website right now, enjoylevels.com, or make sure you follow them on Instagram at enjoylevels. And you know what's funny? Like, even their Instagram just looks like a jewelry store, too. Like, every video they put out is super well produced. Everything looks really nice, and the pictures are great. The people are beautiful. It's just a whole different experience at Enjoy Levels. So make sure you go follow them on Instagram today. When we come back, Final Four weekend, boys. You guys ready to discuss some games?
No.
All right, let's do it. Next on Woodward Sports. Welcome back to the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for participating in the morning show. Everybody commenting on YouTube and on Facebook, and dropping those stars on Facebook, too. We see you this morning. Thank you, Dion. I appreciate that. Final Four is here. What game do you guys want to start out? Let's start out with UCLA and Gonzaga, since UCLA has run train on teams from Michigan this postseason.
I mean, Liu Kang, Johnny Zhang, Ju Zhang, what can you say about him? He's been phenomenal this whole postseason. Since the play-in game, averaging 21.6 points per game, had 23 on MSU, 27 on BYU, and 28 on Michigan.
But the important thing about that 28 is the whole other team only scored 23.
Literally.
Like, that's what's crazy about that 28.
He scored 55% of UCLA's points against Michigan, a #1 seed.
Yeah.
So, hey, Gonzaga is great. I just caught up on them late. They're they're the best team in the country, hands down. Now, I don't think it's going to be Baylor at all. But Ju Zhang, I don't think he's going to have that type of game against Gonzaga. It's going to stop right here.
See, but it's scary, because if he does not have that type of game,
it's going to be a blowout.
It's going to be a blowout. And I already think it's going to be a blowout, but it's just, you look at Gonzaga, and this team is so just just well at spreading the ball amongst the rest of the players. Their team chemistry through the roof. But then you look at UCLA, it's literally just Ju Zhang. And besides him,
I see UCLA as more of like a one-person team.
yeah.
Gonzaga is like an entire team concept. They look like a well-oiled machine. Drew Timme, he's been playing some of his best basketball since the Sweet 16. He's was averaging, 25 points per game. I don't know how they're going to stop him, but even if they don't have to stop him, all their team just have to get into double digits, and they can get in double digits. I don't think the entire UCLA team can get into double digits.
No, I mean, you look at the team. You got Ju Zhang that can get there, and outside of that, maybe Tyga Campbell can get to double digits. But, yeah, this is a buzzsaw that they're running into in Gonzaga. But this sounds a lot like we were talking before the Michigan game, too. Like, oh, UCLA's good, but are they going to be able to stop this person or this person? Who's going to score for them? And look what the hell happened. The difference is Gonzaga has just rolled through this tournament. I mean, in their first 4 games, they're winning by an average of 24 points. And Vegas has them favored at 14.5 for this game.
And you could say all you want. Oh, well, they play horrible teams because I'm the first one to say that.
Yep.
But this team is 30-0 and not showing any signs of the competition that they've played being a problem.
Yeah, they're just showing that they're a good team. They play ball together. I mean, and I don't want to call a team beautiful, but it is beautiful basketball that they play. Lots of cuts, lots of passing, lots of just knowing where your teammate's going to be. And that's the type of basketball that wins. You know, go back to the Larry Brown, play the right way. They're playing the right way right now. But do you think they're going to cover that 14.5-point spread?
Honestly, yes.
Yeah?
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Did you know they said this betting spread right here is the largest ever for a Final Four?
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, UCLA and Michigan was what, 7.5, 8? So this is almost double that.
It's just Gonzaga has that way to just tally up points because you look at not only just Timme, you got Jalen Suggs, they got Kispert. Like the team got so many deep, like the depth on this team is crazy. I mean, there's a bunch of scorers that are getting about 20 points a game.
Right.
I mean, the difference is UCLA, if one guy is not great, they're done.
Right.
Gonzaga doesn't need one guy to be great. They have multiple guys that are playing at the top of their game.
Yeah, normally, not to get off this game, but like to go back to like when Dwayne Wade led Marquette to the Final Four, like that's kind of the run that Ju Zhang's been on. And do you think he's going to be that type of transcendent player in the NBA? Because that's what I always look for like the guys that are going to be great in the NBA. If you could take a smaller school and make them great, not that UCLA is a smaller school though. That to me is the biggest difference. If he was on like a Marquette and they were doing this, I'd be like, holy hell, this kid's something special.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he is carrying his entire team through the tournament. And whenever you can do that, that guy's probably going to be a decent NBA player. Unless your name's Adam Morrison.
You had to bring up the Adam Morrison.
Facts is facts, man. Dude was a GOAT in college.
The GOAT, for real.
But to your point,
sheep in the pro.
He is. You don't want to say, oh, he's going to be Dwayne Wade, but you're talking about in the context of that Marquette run.
Yeah, or it's Steph Curry Davison.
It's definitely D-Wade-esque. I mean, and if he goes out, look, if he leads them past Gonzaga and has that type of game, UCLA's winning it all.
100%. I'm agreeing with you on that one.
Yeah, if they get past Gonzaga, they got to become the favorite. Could you imagine an 11 seed winning the an 11 seed play-in team? Like, that's not even an 11 seed. It's like a
16.
Yeah, it's like a half. I don't even know how to qualify them.
Well, look, here's the thing. What about this entire tournament has made sense?
Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing. So you guys both got UCLA losing tonight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got
tomorrow.
Or tomorrow. Sorry, tomorrow at 5:37.
I have Gonzaga. I have Gonzaga winning
8:34.
I have Gonzaga winning 84-68.
84-68. Okay, I like that. It's almost by 20.
Yeah.
Joey, what you got a final score prediction?
Final score, I'd say 60 to about 75.
60 to 75. All right, yeah, I think I hate saying it's going to be a blowout because UCLA has just proven me wrong every step of the way this tournament. Like, as much as I thought Michigan State was going to roll through them. Then I thought Michigan was going to roll through them. I thought they had a good shot against Abilene Christian. But outside of that, I did not see UCLA doing what they're doing. But Gonzaga is just a buzzsaw, man. They're winning by at least 20. I'm going to go like 76-56. Oof. That's what I'm looking at for this game. But Final Four is here. I love Final Four basketball. We're going to have a national champion by Monday night, which is amazing. And we got to check our brackets so we can talk about who's in the running in that top 5 and who's in the running for that toilet bowl. So we'll talk about that. Plus, we got Joey's news next on Woodward Sports.
Hey, it's Joey from Woodward Sports, and I am here in downtown Fenton at Bridge Street Exchange. This place has so many amazing things for guys and ladies. This is the hidden spot that you got to come check out. I'm talking thorough good boots, best boots ever. They have barware. They got the Stormy Cromer hats. They got Carhartt hats, a huge Carhartt selection. They even got Snoop Dogg underwear. So go check them out, bridgestreetexchange.com, and use the code word WSN for 15% off.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go.
The Tigers are undefeated.
Let's go, Tigers.
Let's go, Tigers. Miggy was looking good batting in the snow on this clip. One of my favorites, shot in 60 frames per second.
Yes.
I learned from Corey Woods.
I'm sorry, that's just my fault. That's just my videographer, photography nerd. It's just, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, let's watch this home run. Absolutely beautiful.
That really right there is opening day.
Dude, it's amazing. It really is amazing.
It's just so pretty.
Have you guys ever seen the movie The Natural?
No.
Okay.
Real quick, look at this though. He hit the home run, and this is when he's running. It's hard for him to see, so he slides right here at second base.
Yeah, thinking that it's just a ground rule double or something.
Yeah.
No. What's up, Fish?
I'm assuming he was sliding because the Indians were throwing the ball back in thinking it was below the yellow line.
Yeah, he didn't think it was a home run. So yeah.
So I was thinking that's why it was sliding, because they were trying to pick him off at second.
Well, and it was snowing, so he couldn't tell what the hell was going on 300 feet away.
Well, that's also true as well.
But yeah, that slow-mo of him running, turning the base, like there's a scene, this movie's called The Natural. It's a great baseball movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it this weekend. Robert Redford, I believe, is the main actor in it. And it's all about this dude. He carries a bat that he made from a tree that got struck by lightning. And it's like his special bat. And there's the last scene of the game, man, or of the movie. He hits a home run into the lights, and the lights explode, and it all starts like trickling down like rain.
In slow-mo, and it looks like that.
And they slow-mo, and it looks just like that. Miggy running around the base. And like when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm watching The Natural.
I mean, it did look movie-esque.
It was. I mean, that is like you couldn't plan this like this. And that's literally, I think he went to right field with that home run too when he hit that. So, I mean, look at that. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, great job, whoever it was from the Tigers that got that shot.
Yeah, good job, Tigers.
We go on to the NBA on TNT. And if we thought Corey did a good job, they pulled off an April Fool's prank on Kyle Korver. And they told him last minute, hey, Kyle, could you read the teleprompter on this one?
Did he get a Ron Burgundy moment out of it?
Exactly.
Oh, God.
TNT, we're live.
And it's
Can you do this read on one,
It's
Kyle?
so good because they're asking him to do the
Tomorrow
read.
on NBA TV, everyone's favorite show, The List, returns at 8 p.m. Last week, we ranked the best dunkers. This week, we look at the worst teammates in the league history. My pick, D-Wade. Set up. Absolutely.
My pick.
He looks good, though. He's always dressed real nice.
Right next to him. That was great right there. Good old Ron Burgundy teleprompter.
Go fuck yourself. That would have been hilarious if they set him up like that.
They should have just added that in there. Why not? The Detroit Pistons beat the Washington Wizards 120-91.
Let's go, Pistons!
Led by Josh Jackson's 31 points. Dude looked so good yesterday in this game.
Yeah.
31 points out of Josh.
You know, this was our first Sporgy of the year for Detroit.
Yeah.
And whenever I use the term Sporgy, that means 3 different teams playing at the same time because you need 3 to participate in a Sporgy.
Yep.
And
the Tigers pulled it off.
Yep. Tigers pulled it off.
Pistons pulled it off. The Red Wings, they looked like they were going to pull it off.
They went to overtime.
Went into overtime, losing to the Florida Panthers 3-2.
We could have had a good Sporgy yesterday, man.
That doesn't happen in Detroit.
It does. It used to. April in the D used to be all about the Sporgies.
Used to.
Yeah.
April in the D was so bad that Fox Sports had to change their damn name to Bally Sports. We go on to the legendary North Carolina head basketball coach, Roy Williams, announcing his retirement after 33 seasons, leading the Tar Heels to 3 NCAA championships. He's done, guys.
At first, I thought this was like one of the most all-time setups for an April Fool's joke. Like, I thought he was just about to pull the rug from him, but hey,
Alex,
he's
can
gone.
you pull up Roy Williams dancing off Twitter real quick? I want that video. But sorry, Corey, to interrupt you. Keep going.
It's like 33 seasons, and he picked that day. I just thought the setup was about to come, but man, 3 national championships. He was supposed to live up to the legend of Dean Smith. I think he's done that and then some.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say he didn't do shit.
No,
I was like, oh man,
done
he
that
did all
and then
right.
some.
These last few years is kind of where it's like North Carolina ball has been kind of declining. And it's crazy to me because anytime you think basketball, you're thinking Duke, North Carolina. And those were some of the teams that were horrible this year.
It's funny because Corey reported the news yesterday to me, and he was like, Roy Williams was retired. And immediately I thought of former Lion Roy Williams, and then I just got this confused look on my face. Yeah. Then I thought of Dallas Cowboy cornerback or defensive back Roy Williams. I was like, wait, he doesn't still play? I'm like, what do you mean retire? And then he clarified, oh, the UNC basketball coach. I was like, oh. But here's my favorite. You guys have never seen this. He's the absolute man in the locker room. And his team absolutely loved him too. So, Roy puts it down, man.
Yeah, he does.
Little shoulder shimmy.
Here's a little bit from him yesterday
Alex.
when he made the announcement, too. Or not. Is there volume on it?
When I talked to the team,
it's all good. You can scratch that on
really
there. Roy Williams, though, on this incredible career that he had. Now the question is, what about Coach K?
What do you mean?
How long do you think Coach K is going?
They're going to have to kick him out, and I don't think they'll ever kick him out.
Yeah.
Because because thing is, there hasn't really been a Duke decline outside of this year.
Who goes first, Coach K or Izzo?
I'd say Coach K probably.
You know what? I'll say Coach K because he'll walk out because he has nothing left, to prove.
Okay.
But Izzo,
I think Izzo's going to try to stick around to get that second national title. Then he'll dip out.
Got it. I don't know, man. It's crazy how we're seeing a shift of guards, and not only in coaching in NCAA, but like quarterbacks in the NFL. I just feel like we're transitioning to a new era of sports in general. Like the old guard is just kind of flushed out, and we're getting some new, different style of coaching, different style of playing, and it's fun to see the evolution of sports.
The players that I was watching, just cheering for, they're now becoming the coaches.
Right.
It's just wild to see that transition happen right before my eyes. Does
it make you feel old as hell?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. My dad, when we used to watch football games, like when Brian Griese was the quarterback for Michigan, he'd be like, "Oh, I used to watch his dad Bob play in the NFL," and I was just like, "Damn, man, my dad's old as hell." And now I'm doing the same damn thing, like Tatis Jr. Wait, I remember Fernando Tatis. Like, what is going on here?
The cycle is repeating.
Randy Moss's son didn't get drafted. Like, what? Randy Moss's son is eligible to get drafted?
You know what? I just thought about the same thing because somebody just said, it was on Twitter talking about Asante Samuel Jr. in college, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like, I just got through watching Asante Samuel.
I saw that.
I felt old with Tim Hardaway Jr. playing. And I was like, damn, killer crossover. Tim Hardaway's got a son that's at Michigan and now in the league. Like, what is going on with my life? But it's good to see, but also dates your life completely when you've been following sports this long.
It does, but I mean, listen, we got to celebrate. We got to pour it up for Coach because incredible accomplishments in his life, and we got to shout out the beautiful 8 Mile vodka. Look at this bottle. So
Dude,
beautiful.
people loved that yesterday.
It's such a beautiful bottle to start. Let's just talk about the bottle. But then you actually crank this, which it is a little bit cranked there. We poured some shots on the show yesterday.
Yeah, we did our first slap shot.
We did our first slap shot. Do we got that video?
Yeah, I believe we do. So this is what I've subjected myself to slap shots, Joey.
You have. And I mean, listen, you don't have to do every single one of them. I mean, I think we could just evolve into something to where we're just smacking. I'm mad though because you didn't get smacked yesterday by Corey.
No, Corey will have his shot. Don't worry. You all get your shot to smack me. You all will. But Art took the opportunity yesterday, and we offered it up to Terry Foster. But
Terry would not do it.
Terry, I believe now, is a Zen master. Like he is total Buddha. He won't kill anything.
Art was so soft on that smack, though. I was looking like, Art, you get that opportunity to smack stick. I thought he would have done a way better job. But
well, here it is. You can hear the smack, though, in the video. Make sure the volume's up on this one.
Have a great opening day. Do you want to do a slap shot real quick?
Sure, why not?
Do you have it in you to slap me?
No, I'm not going to slap you.
No, smack the shit out of him one time.
This is a new thing we want to start here. We're calling it the slap shot.
It's the slap shot. First ever slap shot. We'll be there first after.
I can't hit people.
Just one time.
Art, come here and slap me.
I feel no.
Yeah. One time. Not smack him.
Like hard though?
Hard. It's a slap shot.
I mean, I don't want to get my ass beat out.
It's okay.
We got do it. He said it's okay.
Now?
Yep.
Wait, dude, April Fools, we were kidding.
Oh! Oh, well.
That was the softest smack I've seen.
Smack my boss, I'm happy.
Yeah, it was good.
No, I heard skin.
Yeah, no.
I just feel bad about hitting people.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that.
Our first ever slap shot.
That's great.
I'm glad you were here. Yeah.
all over the city, we're going to be doing slap shots to where you can smack the hell out of stick.
Yep, you can smack me and I'll do a shot of 8 Mile because that's just how we roll, baby.
And it's just like,
no, it's fun.
Look at that right there, though. You had no chaser. That just shows how smooth the 8 Mile is.
Yeah, no, I like it, and I'm a whiskey guy too. So
Right.
if you got me sipping on that, then it's something special. So thank you to 8 Mile for providing us with that. And we really want this slap shot thing to take off. Like, we're not encouraging violence, but you know, at the next house party you're at, or if you're hanging out with your boys and you guys want to do some slap shots, record them and send them to us. We'll play them back on the air because that's what we want. We want this to become like a Detroit thing, like the 8 Mile slap shot.
Just do it a little bit better.
Can't you see it becoming a thing, Corey?
Oh, 100%.
Like, you just roll up to a party and a bunch of dudes just...
Like, I would get a bottle of 8 Mile just for that reason.
Right.
To just go around at the party, pour out free shots. You want this? All right, let me smack you.
So, shout out to 8 Mile for being down there yesterday. It was a great time at opening day at the Brass Rail. And shout out to the Brass Rail just for letting us be there because they turned down other media conglomerates and let us in, which I also love them for doing that too.
That was awesome.
Sure.
He told me that. I had a good laugh out of that one.
It gives me my mischievous, like, we're coming for you. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Final Four games. Plus, we got Adam's Bets on the way. It's the Woodward Sports Network. Thanks for listening.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We're recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you to everybody who has downloaded our app, which is for free right now in your Google or Apple store. And a lot of people don't know this too. Like, after each one of these shows, we podcast it and we put it up on Spotify. We put it up on Apple Podcasts. We put it up pretty much everywhere.
SoundCloud, everywhere. The list goes on and on.
Yeah, so if you want just the audio version of the show, make sure you download our podcast and set a reminder. And actually, everybody that's watching right now on YouTube, hit the little bell that's up in the corner, and it'll set a reminder for you whenever we go live, and then you can catch all of our shows. Ding! See, one more time, Fish. Give me that ding. Ding! Thank you, Fish. What would we do without Fish?
Fish is just all of his sound effects.
The gift that keeps on giving.
It is.
Fish, it was your first opening day yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
And what was your general impression of opening day? I mean, you didn't get the full-blown experience, but we did have a decent little party going on inside the brass rail. Did you have fun in there?
Yeah, it was nice to see people close to each other.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't it crazy to like feel that energy again?
Yeah, 1 or 2 o'clock was probably very crazy, and then the rest of it was packed, but not super crowded. Like 1 o'clock was very busy.
It was hitting. It was slapping, as Corey says.
Well, it was busy, but after 2, it was because they got the DJ cranking that music up to 8 billion degrees. That was probably crazier than 1 or 2. The craziest moment was when I don't know if you were the owner, the waitress, or waiter came up and said, "Everybody sit down, sit down, sit down." That was crazy moment.
Yeah, that was different, and honestly, that had to do with the health department being there, because the way the brass rail did it, they sold tables by chairs, so they knew the head count coming in. So when the health department was there, because everybody has to be sitting down if they're not wearing a mask, but the health department walks in right when Miggy hits the home run, and everybody's standing up going nuts because he hit the home run, and they're like, "Sit down, everybody, please sit down." But you know, what do you do when somebody hits a home run? Of course, everybody's there to watch the game and get excited for it, but it couldn't have been like weirder timing. Right when the health department walked in, that ball went out and everybody went insane.
So 1 to 2 o'clock was more packed, but after like 2:30, it was more
open.
More, I don't know, lit.
More lit, yes.
Because the DJ was out there. There was like 50 people down there just jumping up and down, going crazy.
Yeah. Well, did you have fun, though? I mean, are you looking forward to going to more opening days?
I had fun, yes. I'll go to 2022.
Will you?
If I'm invited, yes.
Of course you're invited, man. Have you... That was kind of like your first club experience, too, then, right? Have you ever been to a place where people popping bottles?
I have not.
What'd you think of the waitresses with the sparklers and all that good stuff?
Exciting fun.
Exciting fun. Yeah, it was a good time, Fish. I'm glad you were down there, and I'm glad that was kind of like weaning you into what real opening day is going to be like next year, because next year is going to be bananas.
Yeah, I can picture it. It'll be standing room only.
It will be standing room only. So let's do this. We got Adam in here. He did some bets yesterday. We're running 2 minutes early, but we can bring Adam up on stage 2 minutes early. So, Adam, why don't you slide your ass up here real quick, and we'll go over Adam's bets. And let's do this. Let's take 15 seconds. We'll do this change of the seats, and Adam will be up here and supply you with a way to make some money today. It's the Woodward Sports Network. I mean, we're inside Grove Green right now, and they have everything. I'm talking, you got your active air fans, you got your big lights over there, big pots, little pots, and Joey, what are you doing right now?
Get some sun.
That's not what those lights are for.
Feels nice.
Go to Grove Green MI today to get all your growing needs and a tan. I love that commercial, Joey. I really do, man. I have so much fun when we get out in the streets, bro. I missed it.
It's been so long of doing it. That's like, even when you're inside of a store like that and you got like take off your mask and do a video like that, you feel uncomfortable. Even yesterday, that was one thing where it felt weird being out. I loved every second of it, but it still felt weird being out.
Right. Yeah, but what I always think about is the people who were socially awkward before this. Because me and you have been outgoing pretty much the majority of our lives.
Right.
You bloomed a little bit later.
College.
Yeah, college is when Joey decided. And you actually made the decision to be outgoing.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like, that was it. Joey had a conversation with himself like, all right, I'm at college. I'm a new man, new school. I want to be a new Joey. And you've succeeded in definitely being outgoing. But for us to adjust, not that hard to get back in the swing of things. Mm-hmm. You know, I grabbed the mic, started giving club shout-outs yesterday. But for people who were already having issues, like talking to people and like just being social, man, it's going to be a weird crawl back into society for them.
It is, but I mean, at the same time, hopefully you use these last couple months to really find yourself, because a lot of people, they started doing different things, exploring different talents. And
right.
That's really what it's all about.
Well, speaking of socially awkward, Adam's here.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Adam? Adam comes on daily at 8:50 to go over his bets, and we discuss what the lines are and what the games are looking. Now you got a whole weekend of games to pick from.
I'm excited. Yeah. Well, I'm going to focus on the NCAA tournament games tomorrow, of course. I'll include those in today's bets, but I have a really fun game to play today with everybody at home. I am going to insure 5 people's bets who match my parlay bet today.
How are you going to do that?
So I'm putting $100 on my parlay that you guys will see in a bit. And I am going to match up to $20 for 5 people who place a bet on any sports book, preferably my bookie. If you match my lines, I'm going to insure your bet. So if it wins, great. If it loses, I'm going to cover your $20.
So how are you going to confirm that? Like, are they going to send you a receipt?
Yeah, you're going to send me you're going to send me a screenshot of your ticket.
Where do they send it?
They send it directly to me or Woodward Sports.
How do they get a hold of you?
A hold of me? I mean, well, there's many options. One, social media.
Okay.
Just follow me at Adam Baydoun, or just direct message any of our Woodward Sports social medias.
No. That's Adam Baydoun only.
Yeah.
You message
Woodward
Adam.
Sports ain't insuring anybody.
We ain't insuring this. This is you.
I mean, I got access to the account. So
I got access to the accounts, he says. All right. Well, how'd you do yesterday, man?
Yesterday was a shit show, honestly.
Yeah, I lost track of everything yesterday.
I lost track of literally everything yesterday as well.
I think it was the boobs.
Yeah, that and just yesterday was very hectic, but it was actually a blast. So I'm glad we got to do it. But
yeah,
we're not going to worry about yesterday. One of the games was like postponed. So it even happened. It's actually scheduled for today. So I only had 4 games, and I went 2-2. It was like, whatever. Fish is raising his hand. What's up, Fish?
Did you get sleep like I asked you to?
I did.
Fish is always so concerned about us 3 never sleeping.
Yeah, because you're here when I arrive, and when I leave, you guys are still here, so I worry about you.
Well, we thank you, Fish. And you work harder than damn near everybody. So if we can outwork Fish, we know we're doing something right.
That's right. Well, we can get straight into my bets. The first game on the slate, I'm going to take the Oklahoma City Thunder to cover. They got a 12.5-point spread against the Phoenix Suns. I think they cover. That is too much. Granted, Phoenix are an amazing team with Chris Paul now. I'm really comfortable with Oklahoma City away against Phoenix. I don't think they lose by more than 13 points. So I'm going to take that game. And then we have our 2 college basketball games over the weekend in the Final Four. Gonzaga has covered all the way through the tournament. I expect them to do so against UCLA. Their magical run is probably coming to an end. Gonzaga is the most complete team in the tournament. They've proven it. This might be the year that we have an undefeated champion. So I'm excited to watch that over the weekend.
It'll be the first time since '76, Indiana Hoosiers.
And then, of course, my underdog of the day, Houston, money line over Baylor. I got Houston doing the upset. I actually have them in my final in my bracket.
Really?
Yep. I have Houston beating Baylor, upsetting the Baylor Bruins. So that's going to be an interesting game. I believe you have Baylor all the way. No, you had Illinois all the way.
I had Illinois, my dumbass.
Stick's been out.
Yeah, I was out like round 2. I did all right. You know, if Michigan would have made the Final Four, I would have had 3 of the 4 Final Four teams, but I'm sitting, my shit's done.
Nah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, what else? Hockey. You know what I love to do here.
5.5 goals?
5.5 goals. I'm fucking betting on it. The Blues and Avalanche. Again, the Avalanche just scored, I believe, 8 goals the last time they played. And
9.
I believe 5 of them were in their first period.
Yeah.
And that one guy got a hat trick. These are 2 very good scoring teams. You have Landeskog on the Avalanche. You have Tarasenko on the Blues. Like, these are just really good players. They're going to get goals. 5.5. I'm taking it. I love it. And then, of course, my money line with Edmonton Oilers. I think they're going to beat the Calgary Flames. Calgary has been like a sneaky team. They've been like sneaky good this year. But Edmonton have, in my opinion, the best first line in the NHL. Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. It doesn't get any better. And I'm putting $100 on this parlay. I'm feeling confident. It's not even that I'm just confident. I've been really upset with my picks lately. I feel like I've been letting people down.
Well, yeah, this week you said you were going to try to go 20-0 the rest of the week. And
yeah.
You're above 500. But
above 500,
you're definitely
but it's
not
not good
20-0.
enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. What's up, Fish?
No love to the women's college basketball Final Four?
No. No love.
No.
Okay.
It's not worth betting. It's like too easy to predict. It's a bunch of 1 seeds. Well, UConn's probably winning.
It's 1 seed, but
there's 3 1 seeds left.
No, it's 1 seed. There's an 11 seed, 2 and 6.
Ooh.
Oh. Stanford and South Carolina are 1 seeds.
Nope. Okay, they're 1 seed. Got it.
I know.
Got him.
Anyways, again, I'm gonna insure 5 bets up to $20. So if you guys want to put a $20 bet on any of these parlays, I'm gonna insure them myself.
Does that include me?
Yeah, anybody. I'm not gonna pick you most likely, but I'm going to pick up to 5 people. You can put a $5 parlay up to 20, and I'm going to back it. So if you win, great. Everybody, we made a ton of money. If you lose, don't worry, I got you.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So run through your bets one more time today. Just go through them singly and rip through them, Adam.
Yeah,
I mean, I still love your overall record, 105 and 65.
Yeah, it's a pretty
great.
number. I like it too. I've just been disappointed over the last few days, but it's okay. We're going to move on. Oklahoma City to cover. I love it. Gonzaga to cover. They've covered the whole way through the tournament. That's not changing. Houston as an underdog, I'm going to take them to beat Baylor and book a final appearance in the national championship game. I'll take the over at 5.5 goals, guys. I've been doing this since we started. I'm not going to stop. I love betting the 5.5. And, of course, I'm going to take Edmonton to beat Calgary tonight, straight up on the money line.
Awesome. Those are Adam's bets. And make sure if you want to get in on those bets, you can go to mybookie.com today, mybookie.com or mybookie.ag. And it's really easy to sign up. You can just link it right to your debit card. That's what I did. Because some of these sites, man, they make you jump through so many hoops. They want to know your past credit. They want to know how much money you have in your account so they can verify. But like it's just a lot of work. MyBookie, so easy to sign up. So make sure you do it today. Use promo code Woodward when you're doing it so you can bet on these NCAA Final Four games, and we will match your first deposit up to 50%, and that's just free money for you to bet. And you know what? Put it in today. Use that money. Put it on a bet. Adam's going to insure it, so you got free money on top of free money.
Yeah, I'm basically covering half of your deposit. So go to MyBookie, register, deposit $45, $50 minimum. Get that out of the way. They'll match it, so you get another 25, and then I'm covering the other 20. So you're basically even. You're playing with house money at this point. So
yeah, let's do it. MyBookie.com. Make sure you go there today. Let's take a break. When we come back, man, such a weird topic. Well, I guess we'll finish up Final Four talk, then we'll get into the weird topic. We'll do that next on the Woodward Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Hope you're enjoying your Friday. It's sunny. The weather's supposed to be like 60s this weekend in Detroit. So thank you for waking up with the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Stick, and this is Detroit's all-digital sports network. We got Corey up here. We got Joey, Adam, of course, Alex, and Fish, and everybody commenting in the comments section on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitter. We appreciate you. We see your comments, and hopefully, you know, you guys love participating in the show because it means a lot to us. So thank you guys for doing that. All right, other Final Four game that we got coming up. Adam just said that he's going to take Houston. So let's look at this game, man. Houston versus Baylor. What are you guys thinking about this game? Houston, they haven't really shocked me. I just wasn't really aware of how good they were.
They got the guards, though. They're front court with Grimes and what was the other one? Sasser.
Yeah.
Them two together, like they got the ability to put up points quick. And that's kind of college basketball for you right there.
Yeah.
And I know he picked Houston. That's honestly not a bad pick right there.
Well, it's crazy because when the tournament first started, they had Houston having better odds to win the national championship than they had Michigan, a number 2 seed, a better odds than a number 1 seed, which I thought was kind of crazy. I thought they were a little foolish by doing that, but obviously they know a little bit more than I do because Vegas isn't there to lose money. And Houston is now looking pretty good. I mean,
it's tough for that because you look at Michigan and it's like they're a Big Ten team.
Right.
You look at Houston, 28-3 currently, but you start breaking down their strength of schedule, and it's like, well, really, who have they played? What opponents is it that they played that you could better Michigan? For them to give the better odds to Houston just shows that they are that much of a greater team, and that's crazy to me.
And it was crazy is that Houston, they've had to your point, they've had the easiest path to the Final Four, beating 4 double-digit seeds.
Right.
But they still have one of the premier defenses left in the whole tournament. So I can see Houston pulling this out. And did you guys know this is the first time in the Final Four history that they had 2 Texas teams being represented?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, All right.
Just a
No,
fact
that
to
is a
throw out
fun
there.
fact, but I would have thought that would have happened a long time.
Nope.
Texas is such a big fucking
Yeah.
state. You would imagine that one of those 97 schools, or two of them, would have done this by now. But Final Fours are tough to get to.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at this for right now for the Cougars defense. This right now they're leading the nation in field goal percentage defense. They're holding teams to an average of 55.7 points.
Yeah.
I think that's going to happen to Baylor. I like Baylor, but I don't love Baylor. And I think Houston's going to go ahead right now. They're going to showcase that they are the premier defense team. They're going to go ahead and get to that national championship, but they ain't going to win it all.
Well, yeah, Baylor is averaging 84 points a game. Houston averages about 77, and like you said, opponent points per game for Houston is 58. Baylor is 66. I'm assuming that's through the whole season, not just the tournament. That's where our numbers are just off a little bit, but they're still pretty consistent. Field goal percentage for Houston, 43%. For Baylor, almost 50%, and then three-point percentage. This is where Baylor has a huge advantage. Only 35% for Houston, 42% for Baylor. When you're talking three-pointers, that is a big differential. So like Joey said, the guard play is going to be a major factor in this game. That is pretty much the matchup that you have to watch, is the guard play. They don't really have any exciting big men on either one of these squads, but I anticipate a really good game going on here.
It's crazy going from playing all double-digit seeded squads, how many, 4 of them now in this tournament?
Yep.
To all of a sudden playing the number 1.
Yeah, well, that's the way the tournament goes, and they're only favored by 5, the 1 seed, Baylor, in this. So, Adam, did you bet money line on that game? The Baylor-Houston game. Yeah, you bet money line on that game, so you were just going straight up Houston's going to win. Yeah. That line is a little weird to me. I don't know if I would take the 5 with Houston, because I do think it's going to be a close game. I think these two teams match up a little bit better than a lot of people are giving it credit for. Obviously, a lot better than Gonzaga and UCLA.
DeJon Jarreau, I think he's going to be a key player in this game. His defense, did you see him in that last game, how just nasty he was on both sides of the ball, but really on the defense, he was just such a hustle player. I don't see anybody on Baylor that's going to match that type of intensity throughout the entire game. It's him, because he was just lively the entire time.
Yeah, and can we just say that Houston just looks like a gangster-ass team?
Yeah.
Like, they just look like they just ran out of – they picked up a bunch of street ballers who were like, you guys want college scholarships? Come with us! And they just look mean out there, and they play hard, and I love that style of basketball.
Reminds me of, 04 Pistons on the court out there. Not saying I ain't saying they're that good. I'm just saying this is how scrappy they are and how they get after it.
Yeah, they're a dirty team, but not in like a bad way. You know what I mean? They're just a bunch of bulldogs out there, so you do love to see that. Joey, who are you taking in this game?
I really like the way Houston's been playing, and their front court is so strong that I think that they're all going to excel in this game, and they're going to have a really good efficiency on the court. So I'm going to go with them because I like Baylor. I just feel like Houston's got more talent than them.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. Baylor's got that dude with the mullet. It's tough, man. That mullet power changes the game. Like, it offsets. If you're a tough player, like, there's something to be said about a dude with a mullet. He's got to be tough because he can't walk through life with a mullet and not be tough.
And didn't he have like the little designs in there and too, like
swagged out mullet.
Swagged it out too. He tried to look like he's trying to go to Moose.
Would Moose cut me a mullet if I grew out my hair?
Yeah. We can make that happen
with some nice lines in it. That'd be nice. But it's going to be a great matchup on Saturday. So, are you taking Houston too, or are you taking?
I'm taking Houston. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, somewhere like around. Someone say like somewhere like 68, 64.
So everybody here is taking Houston.
You
Adam's
got
taking Houston. Now that y'all 3 are taking Houston, yeah, I'll take Baylor. I'm going to go the other direction. No, I mean, I've picked chalk throughout this whole tournament, and that's how I'm going to stick with it. Even though Houston, like I said, they did have better odds to win the championship than number 1 seed Michigan at one point. Then Michigan hopped over them last week. Now, obviously, that didn't work out too well. But either way, I still think we're going to see a battle of number 1 seeds, Baylor and Gonzaga in the finals. You guys are both thinking Houston and Gonzaga in the final, right?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Gonzaga's going to blow them out.
Well, the cool part is, whatever happens, we get to recap it on Monday and talk about it Monday because that's when the national championship is going to be. So we get a nice day of basketball on Sunday, nice day to think about everything, and then come back on Monday with our big takes for the national championship game. Have you guys checked out your brackets?
I like I said, ever since that first round, I just did not look back.
I'm all the way up to 119 now.
Oh, 119.
Yeah. I started out like 1,977, but right now leading our Hall Financial bracket is Durf. Durf is back on top. Eric 76, JLB 2532, Lucky Tyler, and TMT 30. Those would be the guys that are getting the top five prizes, which is a Shinola watch, PS5 plus a TV, another TV, Top Golf gift card, and of course, last place is going to get a toilet.
And even pizza for an entire year from Papa Romano's.
And you know what I love about last place getting this toilet? The Arctic Circle Brewing Company is in last place. Like an actual business filled out one, and we're going to give them a toilet.
That is...
Dude,
That's
that is
hilarious.
awesome. It's like that's the best advertising they could have ever. Like, they didn't have to pay for advertising on this network, and they're getting shout outs because they filled out the worst bracket. So if somebody did that strategically, beautiful job. You deserve a raise.
Definitely do.
If you didn't do it strategically, don't ever bet on basketball.
See, even doing it strategically, though, if you did this, like the strategic way of doing this, you probably still aren't at last place.
All right, so here's the key. When we deliver the toilet, are we getting any of the beer?
Well, that's the thing now, man. Like that, I'm excited to hang out with these guys. And it looked like they filled out a serious bracket because their Final Four was Ohio State, Illinois, Michigan, and Gonzaga. So that's not like too far off base. So they actually had a decent bracket.
See, but if Gonzaga wins the entire thing, they're gonna get screwed, and they're not gonna get that toilet.
No, they're already done. They had Michigan beating Gonzaga in the Final Four.
Oh.
There's no way they could score any more points. They had
Okay.
Michigan winning the national championship against Illinois. Yeah, Iowa kind of screwed them. Texas really screwed them. That was where they really messed up. Texas getting knocked out in the first round. Yeah, that's just funny to me though that a company was. That's awesome. I love it. It's not just some random dude. Like, it's a whole company that may have the loser bracket where we got to go deliver them a toilet. And thank you to everybody who participated in our bracket challenge. Obviously, it's wrapping up and coming to an end. But Hall Financial, thank you guys so much for being a tremendous sponsor at that. And make sure if you need a refinance or anything, you hit up Hall Financial. Let them know Woodward sent you. And hopefully we can help with your APR.
That's what we got to do. We got to get you the best percentages always because that's what they do there at Hall Financial. They take care of you.
Yeah, we love Hall Financial and just everything they do for the city. Let's take a break. When we come back, this is the weirdest damn saga I've not ever seen, but it's super weird. Michael Rappaport versus Kevin Durant. If you haven't heard what we're talking about, listen next on the Woodward Sports Network.
Morning, Art. Morning, D-Mac.
Welcome back to the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Whew, man, this rivalry is heating up. You know Kevin Durant has them Twitter fingers, and now it looks like he's replying to DMs on Instagram and calling out Matthew Rappaport.
Michael.
I went to grade school with a Matthew Rappaport. Shout out, Matt Rappaport. What's up, Fish?
Does he have any relation to my favorite guy, Ian Rappaport?
I do not believe so. No.
Okay.
One's a big, tall, redheaded dude. Ian, I believe, is a short, little, dark-haired dude. Completely different. But Michael Rappaport is in kind of a debate with Kevin Durant. Let me read a little bit of this article. NBA superstar Kevin Durant has been accused of using homophobic and misogynistic slurs in private messages to Michael Rappaport after the U.S. actor and comedian shared them on social media. Rappaport posted screenshots of the pair on Instagram's direct messages on Twitter and on Instagram in which Durant appeared to use homophobic, misogynistic, and profane language. I received threats and disgusting messages daily but never in my wildest dreams did I think Kevin Durant would be among them, Rappaport wrote on Tuesday. The snake emoji himself is now threatening me, bringing up my wife, and wants to fight. This is supposed to be America's sweetheart, right? According to the screenshots, the confrontation began last year when Rappaport criticized Durant post-game interview after the Nets season opening victory over Golden State Warriors in December. In the messages, Durant insulted the 51-year-old Rappaport, as well as offering to fight the actor, even asking for his address. You gotta love that. Durant appeared to confirm that the messages were real, responding to a tweet from another user saying, quote, "Me and Mike talk crazier than this on our regular on the regular, and today he's pissed. My bad, Mike. Damn." So we got the screenshots. If you want to throw those up, here are the screenshots. Which, I mean, Corey, what do you think about all this? I mean, should I read all these screenshots? Can everybody read them, or are you guys good?
I mean, we're good. We all looked through them, but it's just like,
for one, it's weird. It's the whole exchange is weird. I'm trying to figure out, like, if they've had a thing where they've been going back and forth and have used that language. I'm trying to figure out what sparked Michael Rappaport to leak the messages now.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, not saying that Kevin Durant is an angel in the language that he used, but it's like, what caused you to drop these messages now if you guys been going back and forth all the time?
Yeah. So, I mean, this message was from last December, and he just replied to Michael Rappaport. I keep calling him Matthew. Michael Rappaport's Twitter with just, "You're a bitch." And then Rappaport says, "Just do the fucking interview. And if you're upset about something they've said, say something up there and looking like you're going to cry and shit." You know, and then says, "I did the interview, you dickhead. Tell your baby daddy Chuck to be better at his job and frame his questions better. Give me his opinions for that dumbass question, yes or no."
Well, he said, "You dickhead."
Right, you dickhead. That's what's funny about these, like,
Kevin
these
Durant
little
saying,
weird
"You
shots.
dickhead."
Yeah, and then you know, "I heard it all before, you C-word. Chuck doesn't need you as security, you pale, pasty, cum guzzling bitch." Like, what is going? Like, this is like grade school kids talking trash to each other. "I swear I'm gonna spit in your face when I see your dirty ass. Bet your life on it. Meet me on 17th tomorrow at 10, or better yet, meet me at the Jungle Gym. Oh no, meet me at your what's your address? 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. at Catch Steak on the corner. Meet me there." And then he calls him a pussy.
I will say this about Michael Rappaport. It's kind of interesting that he decides to drop this. He has a thing where he goes hard at athletes. That's just been his stick. He goes at LeBron. He goes at KD. He talks about Russell Westbrook. He goes and says all this stuff. Look at his YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. His Instagram videos. A lot of his Instagram videos, he's calling these athletes out of their name. He's saying this. He's saying that about them. Now that KD light your ass up, you want to start leaking the text messages. So I think that's kind of weak on his part.
It's weak because he goes in there and KD calls him a bitch. And how does he respond? By tweeting that out.
Right. The ultimate bitch point. So here's another part of their exchange. This is Kevin Durant. "You a bitch for even caring about how I do an interview. All you do is cocksuck other men for attention. Trump didn't pay any attention to your sorry ass, and now you want to use everybody to get views and laughs. Your life is a joke, you fucking pale cocksucker." Just what the hell, man? Yeah, you get some sun with your go get some sun. It's fucking with your brain, piece of shit. And it says, "Go to Brownsville and help the people that need it, goofball." That's what Michael Rappaport responded. And he says, "You go do it, clown. Good for you. Nobody gives a fuck." And then he just keeps going on and on with profane stuff. And then here we go again. Like, "You called your lawyer like a pussy. Ha 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 ha." Did I get all those ha's right? You should talk to. You couldn't talk. You couldn't talk Portnoy talking shit. I'm assuming he meant you couldn't take Portnoy talking shit. Defamation of character. Wannabe lawyer up. Your wife is mad because you're wasting all your little bit of money on lawyers. How pussy are you? Your wife doesn't even respect you, you bitch ass. So, okay. I think both people are wrong in this situation.
Both are wrong. Both are wrong.
Who's more wrong?
No. I would say Michael Rappaport is not. He's the type of guy who throws a rock and hides his hands, because he goes at these athletes hard on social media anytime they do something, and he's calling them out of their name. He's using the same language that Kevin Durant used against him.
Was he using slurs and actual all that?
He'll call him, pussy and all that shit.
Yeah.
He'll say that.
It's just like the homophobic and all that stuff when KD starts pulling out, because he's a professional athlete. You're catching this shade all the time. Not saying that I agree with that. You should never do that as a human being to another human being, all aside from him being a professional athlete, but he can't react that way. I mean, I'm not saying one's right. I'm not saying one's wrong, but why react that way?
I got to be honest, in everything I just read, I didn't see anything homophobic.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's saying homophobic and misogynistic. I didn't read any of that. I just saw shit talking.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see any, like, using
but the thing
slurs
is, Michael
or anything.
Rappaport put that on there.
So, yeah. So I don't know why everybody's reporting this as homophobic and misogynistic. Like, it's just...
Unless it's a screenshot we missed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I miss something there? Or is this... But for Michael Rappaport, that's why I'm saying, okay, it's wrong for KD to slide and, like, talk shit to him and say all those things. I'm going to fight you. Tell me where you live.
That's not
of
cool.
course, that's not cool. But at the end of the day, for Michael Rappaport to screenshot that and put it up on social media... That, to me, shows more about his character than KD, that we know is already a sensitive man as is, being more sensitive.
And he's already admitted to it as well. So
that's why he's got burner accounts and stuff to protect his name, so he could talk shit about other people talking about him. Like, to me, that's the ultimate in just not very secure in yourself. Like, you're Kevin Durant, man. Why are you worried about Twitter?
This entire thing, just reading through it, like, I read through it and I was like, I don't get this. What's going on here?
Steak, what did I tell you when we were talking about trying to compare these athletes? You can't. The new generation is different. So, of course, they're in the social media era. They care. As much as they say they don't care about what people say about them, they care. So that's why we can say this is a little bit softer than before.
Oh, man. I hate to see this stuff. Like, honestly, like, this is becoming the norm, and, we're talking about this type of drama more than we're talking about between the lines stuff. But if Matthew Rappaport wants to get himself in the middle, and, this is... Did I just call him Matthew again? Michael Rappaport wants to get...
I'm starting to think his name's Matthew.
Right? I've convinced myself of it. So shout out to Maple Elementary, Matthew Rappaport. That's who I'm thinking of. A kid I went to grade school with for some reason. But either way, this is how he gets his clout. So he's also doing what he's designed to do. Like, he's almost an official troll at this point.
Oh yeah, I mean that's his stick. He trolls. Outside of I will say this: he does producing and directing, but nobody really knows Michael Rappaport for that. They know him for his Instagram videos or his appearances on Undisputed when he'll talk crap about an athlete. That's it.
Troll. So, yeah, we'll continue to follow this saga, this drama, now that lawyers are involved and defamation of character lawsuits. And it's just like, guys, both of you grow the hell up. Especially Michael Rappaport's almost 50 years old, man. And he's out there fighting with Kevin Durant, who's a grown-ass man. Like, what are you guys doing? I've had situations in my life, you know this, where I've had other program directors from stations like come at me, talk trash about me, the people in my life and stuff like that. And what I do? Nothing.
I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, are you going to go to Twitter? Like,
right.
That's something I never understood.
I did make a mock Twitter and called it the Drunk PD.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I trolled him a bunch with that. But outside of that, I didn't like post screenshots and call him out. I just, if you want to troll a troll, that's fair. But don't get back involved, because all you're doing is feeding the troll. That's all you're doing is giving Rappaport. I'm just going to call him Rappaport. All you're doing is giving Rappaport more ammo to go at the next guy, because he knows he can get a reaction.
Hopefully other athletes and the younger ones, they'll learn from what KD did. And then when you see stuff like this going on, you see comedians or celebrities who are known to try to get a rise out of you, just go the other way, because their exchange can get screenshot, leaked. Just leave it alone. Don't bring the bad press on yourself.
And that's the thing, even on KD, like, you can't send these DMs because you know it's going to get screenshotted.
Right.
Especially somebody like a Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, I had an old boss who told me, don't put anything in text that you wouldn't want to see up on a deposition in court. And that's kind of a rule everybody should live by. Don't put anything in email, text, write it down, anything that can be screenshotted and is up on a screen behind you in court. Make sure you're proud of what that would say. And that is my advice to anybody that's texting, doing dumb shit in DMs. Just don't do it, man. There's too much to be risked. And especially now with the cancel culture and how people are, it's just, you can't get away with that stuff anymore. So, yeah, we'll keep following the story, see what happens if lawyers do get involved, if there's lawsuits filed. But it's just two grown-ass kids talking trash on the playground. That's literally all this is.
I love it.
Matthew Jesus.
Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport versus Kevin Durant. We'll keep covering this story. And, yeah, we're going to talk some more about that and other things coming up next on the Woodward Sports Network.
Hey, it's Stick, and I am live right now inside Grow Green. If you go to growgreenmi.com right now, take advantage of their dank deals. They got everything so you can grow the best possible product you can. Even nutrients, water, and look, you just turn around and your very own. Now that he's fully bloomed, he's beautiful and ready to go. Thank you, Grow Green, for supplying us with everything we need.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go.
Man, Detroit teams had a good day yesterday for a majority of them. Starting it off with the Tigers, who are now 1-0. Our undefeated Detroit Tigers had a great opening day, and it's all this guy right there, Miggy, on this home run. This slow-mo video with the snow coming down yesterday is so beautiful. It honestly was worth being downtown in that cold weather just for that video.
Yeah.
And then Miggy, on this is the same play but a different angle. He hits the home run, right? There's so much snow that it's hard for him to see if it was a home run or not, and he approaches second base. He slides to play it safe. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
It just shows, I mean, smart player. You can't knock him on that, right?
No, and that's just Miggy being Miggy. You know, he's not the most athletic guy in the world, so he was trying to leg out a double there, not knowing that it was a home run, but I'm so glad it was. He's one step closer to that 500 home run mark, and he's going to get it this season, hopefully early on, too.
They pulled a Ron Burgundy teleprompter moment on Kyle Korver. If you're watching NBA on TNT, you see Kyle Korver sitting next to D. Wade, and they put Kyle Korver on the spot saying, hey, could you handle this real quick? Read the teleprompter.
TNT, we're live. Can you do this read on one, Kyle?
Oh, okay. Tomorrow on NBA TV, everyone's favorite show, The List, returns at 8 p.m. Last week we ranked the best dunkers. This week we look at the worst teammates in the league history. My pick, D-Wade. Set me up. Absolute
Worst teammate in the league.
He read through it, too. He's the worst teammate in the league.
And like, there was some videos that I saw that were literally them coming right out of commercial break, going straight to that. Kyle Korver wasn't even ready. And they say, hey, could you just read the teleprompter real quick? Set him up good on that one.
We're going to have to get one of you one day on that.
I'll do it.
Like, it's Joey's news, and just give you a fake story to read or something.
Right. And be like, damn, I would fall for it too, probably. Especially if Corey were to say it, because that's our source right there.
That's right.
By the way, when you pulled off that prank on us yesterday, Corey, about telling us that Antonio Brown's signing with the Lions, I got to tell the Pro Football Writers of America that you got false information.
Right. How are we supposed to believe your credibility, Corey?
What's that, Fish?
It works when Corey does it because he gets the breaking news a lot of times 5 or 10 minutes faster than all the other sources. So you can't go on your phone and say Antonio Brown, Detroit Lions, because it's not out until 5 or 10 minutes later.
Right. No, he definitely got us, man. I haven't been gotten by an April Fool's prank in honestly my whole life like that. That was the first thing I've ever believed.
And it was like, I didn't even know how to react to that too. On top of that, like the whole, okay, we got Antonio Brown, but like, huh?
Huh?
Kind of like, Let that
held
sink
it
in.
out. I should have dragged it out just a tad.
Yeah, you
bit
should have said
longer.
1-year deal, $16 million.
I should have dragged it out a little bit longer, but
$18.5 million you should have done, because obviously we denied Kenny Galladay on that $18 to $19 million deal. The other team that got a win here in Detroit, our Pistons. Detroit Pistons beating the Wizards by nearly 30 points, 120 to 91, and you see the star of the game right there on that dunk, Josh Jackson, 31 points. Hell of a game right there.
He's
from
looking
Josh
good,
Jackson.
man.
He is.
He's been a nice addition. I know, Corey, you were super high on him early in the season,
Yeah.
too. Like, that was your dude.
still is. I'm just hoping he gets a fair shake here. I believe he has. Showed out last night, and hopefully just the sign of things to come as this young unit grows.
Yeah, and then the other team in Detroit that did not pull off the win, they should have. The Detroit Red Wings losing to the Florida Panthers 3-2. This game went into overtime. We almost had the trifecta, guys.
I know,
We
man.
didn't have it.
That would have been so nice yesterday.
I know, we needed it, especially when you get a Tigers win like that.
Yeah, when Miggy does his thing.
For sure.
This time we'll get one.
We
Hopefully.
will. And then the last piece I got is legendary North Carolina head basketball coach Roy Williams announced his retirement after 33 seasons and leading the Tar Heels to 3 national championships. He's hanging it up.
Now this I thought was an April Fool's joke, because he's as you watch his spirit, he looks like the type of guy that'll just pull an ultimate prank or be a jokester because of the relationship that he has with his teammates. So as it started pouring out more and more, I'm like, yo, he's really gone.
You can't, like something big like this, you can't do an April Fool's on that.
I mean, the school president at first asked was like, hey, is it?
What's going on, Fish?
Next possible sporgy is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tigers at 1, Red Wings at 1, and then Pistons at 8.
I love the fact that you're using the term sporgy over there, Fish. It makes me very happy.
Doing it for stick.
That's right. I need to get a sporgy t-shirt. That's what I need right now. Let's make that happen after the show today.
Maybe we could get a Sporgy t-shirt at Bridge Street Exchange, because they got everything. That selection over there is something you got to check out for yourself, fellas and ladies. It's a spot you could go there and shop for your man. Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. And let's just give you 15% off right now. Why not? Go in there, tell them Woodward Sports sent you, or even online right now at woodwardsports.com. At bridgestreetexchange.com. Use the code word WSN to get that 15% off.
Man, I'm telling you, yesterday at opening day has thrown me off today, and I think
my voice is gone.
Your voice is gone. Like
gone.
It feels good though. It definitely feels good.
It does. It feels great for sure.
Yeah. So
it's fun being downtown and just being around that energy, because I haven't had that feeling in over a year since COVID started, where there was like a whole city together like that.
I haven't been on a mic in front of people in so long. Like I was like hesitant to like even turn it on.
It felt
like,
weird, didn't it?
Hello, welcome to the club.
Everybody's looking at me. What do I do?
God. Yeah, what do I do? What do I do? But yeah, it was a fun day downtown yesterday at the Brass Rail. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, mock drafts are still happening, guys. We are now in the month of the draft. I believe we're 27 days away from the NFL draft. We're going to throw a draft party, which is going to be fun. We'll have details on that coming up. But yeah, I cannot wait for this. And we'll discuss some of the new mock drafts coming up next on Woodward Sports. Welcome back to the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. This is the Morning Woodward Show, and don't forget, we got Baligian and Bell coming up today at 11. And then The Hook is on from 3 to 5 with Birthday Boy yesterday, Darren McCarty, Maz, and, of course, Pilar. So make sure you download the app so you can listen to Detroit sports talk all day long, man. That's what we love to do around here, is we're catered to Detroit. So if you're here and you love Michigan sports, we're the network for you, and we're the only all digital sports network, which is pretty fun too. So Mel Kiper, they've been releasing their mock drafts, and Todd McShay has also been releasing mock drafts. How are you guys feeling right now going into this draft? Because we've talked about it, we've all done our mock drafts, and actually next week, we got we got national championship Monday. So how about next Wednesday we release our second mock draft? You guys down for that?
I'm with it.
Give us some time to think about it. But let's kind of talk it aloud right now. I mean, where are you ranking all these quarterbacks right now? Because obviously Trevor Lawrence is going to go number 1. But outside of that, how are you ranking the remaining 4 quarterbacks, which are making this very hard to predict what the first 10 picks of this draft are going to look like?
See, the thing about it is I feel like there's going to need to be some trades. I mean, they're saying these quarterbacks are all the hottest draft picks that we could get in this draft this year. So there's got to be trades to at least teams that it makes sense for them to get these quarterbacks, because a lot of these teams that are up in the beginning, I'm like, do they really need that though? And is that quarterback that you're talking about worth being drafted that high? So initially, I only had 2 quarterbacks in the beginning, but now all of a sudden you're seeing Zach Wilson, you're seeing Trey Lance come out of nowhere, where it should have been not even in a single-digit draft pick. It should have been 10+, I feel like.
Right.
Mac Jones on top of that, even being talked about as a top draft pick. So I'm truthfully just confused, and it's even crazier seeing that some people are putting Rocky Lombardi as a higher draft pick.
I was like, damn, where'd you see that?
Hell no.
Well, Todd McShay's come out with his, and there's some movement in it, and it has the Lions actually trading down in this draft, but only 1 position. So, you know, overall number 1, he's got Trevor Lawrence, which everybody knows Trevor Lawrence going to be the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. You can put some money on it, Joey. I know you didn't believe it. Are you still in that camp of he might not go number 1?
I'm still putting $5 on it.
Right, might as well. Number 2 to the New York Jets, Zach Wilson. Number 3 to the San Francisco 49ers. This is what surprises me the most, Mac Jones.
I mean, wasn't there rumors out there that the 49ers were going to draft Mac Jones by trading up to 3? So
no, there was, but I also Mac Jones could have probably be available at 16. Like, could have traded down and got him.
Very true. It's of that mindset, I guess, of if you want to go get your guy, go get your guy.
Right.
But still, I don't think that anybody had Mac Jones going that high.
Yeah,
I definitely didn't.
That's what's shocking me. And then number 4 to the Atlanta Falcons. A lot of people had the Falcons taking a quarterback to kind of be the heir apparent to Matt Ryan. Not Todd McShay. He's got Kyle Pitts from Florida, the tight end that everybody has fallen in love with. That is another guy who's just ridiculously shot up everybody's draft boards. I mean, he was already a top 10 pick, but now obviously you're seeing, like, if it wasn't a team that needed a quarterback, Pitts may be the first person off the board, period.
He's the best athlete in the draft.
I mean, dude, 6'6", 246, running a 4.44.
Yeah.
40-yard dash.
4.444.
And besides all of that, he has great hands. He has bigger hands than Calvin Johnson. I'm not comparing him. Okay, I'm not comparing him to Calvin Johnson, but I'm just using Calvin Johnson just as a reference. He has bigger hands than Calvin Johnson, has a bigger wingspan. He can run the route tree.
Mm-hmm.
You can line him up anywhere. Tight end is just a formality. He can line up as a wide receiver. He is going to be he's right now, even as the tight end right now, he's ranked as a generational talent, one of the best tight end prospects in the past 2 decades. I'm telling you, I think he's going to be a steal for whoever gets him at whatever number they get him at. And he's going to be that player where, like, if he fell to the Lions and they didn't draft him, they would regret it, but I don't think he even falls that far.
No, I don't see a way at this point that he falls that far. At first, I thought, oh, yeah, we got a shot at him, but no. Number 5, Cincinnati Bengals taking Jamar Chase, which, dude, if Sewell slides past the Bengals, they are idiots. Absolute idiots. And I would thank them for being idiots.
You know what? Scott Bischoff brought me around on this. Because of the fact that the Bengals have brought in Riley Reef, I can see them going ahead and getting Chase to reunite that with him and Joe Burrow.
Okay, I get that. I get that, but it doesn't matter if Joe Burrow is on his ass and injured every game. Riley Reef, we had Riley Reef. Okay, did it change our offensive line that much? No.
No, but everybody else seems to do a little bit better when they leave Detroit.
Yeah,
for
okay.
some
I'm not
reason.
saying Riley Reef is
But he's
bad.
not changing the world.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is he okay? So he's going to be the guy that protects Joe Burrow, the guy you spent a #1 overall pick on last year, and let get injured because you just wanted to throw him out there with the shittiest offensive line in football. Like, this just makes no sense to me.
I don't think that I would pass on Sewell, but I'm just saying I can see why the Bengals would do it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know why they would, but hopefully they do. Then we got number 6, Miami Dolphins, taking Devontae Smith. So Chase would be the first wide receiver off the board, or Pitts, depending on what you want to call Pitts. But yeah, Devontae Smith, wide receiver, Alabama at number 6. And this is where it gets interesting, because the Lions are supposed to be sitting at number 7, but they trade down with the Carolina Panthers, who move up to take Trey Lance, quarterback.
That's crazy because don't they know that they could probably wait it out and still get one?
Who? Carolina?
Yeah.
No, but this is what the Lions need to do. This is what they need to pretend that they're all in on a quarterback to force Carolina to trade up and get value for that pick. So even if they don't want one, they need to pretend right now that we're all in on a quarterback. We're all in on a quarterback. We need a quarterback. That's what I would be hollering, even though the restructuring of Goff's deal kind of leads you to believe that's not necessarily what they need. But you got 2 years to make that decision, and you could still say, well, we just did that so we could, give our young guy time to get ready to play.
Here's what the Lions are going to do. They're not going to tip their cap. They're going to do what teams always do. They're going to leak stuff out there like the Lions are really high on Lance. The Lions would love if Fields fell to them, just little stuff like that. They're going to play the game, and they have to play the game. They have to have a poker face where even though they did restructure Goff's deal, they have to make it look like we're still going to go ahead and draft a quarterback if the best one falls to us.
Right.
It's the best way to play the draft. So that way they can go ahead and steal the extra couple picks out of a team that's desperate like Carolina.
Did they have to restructure that deal as soon as they did?
For Goff?
Yeah.
No, they didn't have to at all.
So, why didn't they just wait till after the draft to do that? Because now I feel like in the beginning, everybody was still on the side of that. Everyone was still like, you know what? I still do want a quarterback.
Because it opened up some cap space to where if they were interested in some players right now, they could sign them. They gave them that flexibility.
Okay, that
so
makes sense.
You can guise it behind that if you want to say that's why you did it. Like, look, it gave us $15 million extra cap space this year. We need to re-sign players. We need to bring in a couple more, and it gave us flexibility.
And if I'm not mistaken, I read that it allows them to sign all of their, free agents, they're rookies.
Yeah, because we didn't even have cap space. If we would have drafted 5 rookies, we probably could have maybe signed one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely gave us the cap space going into the draft. And like we were saying, if we wanted a free agent, if we wanted to, like a Jamal Williams or something, we may not have been able to get him if they didn't restructure right away.
Yeah.
So
it makes sense. It's just one of those things that I'm like,
right, shouldn't tip your cap.
Yeah, now it's like we really tipped it too much.
Thanks a lot, Bob Quinn.
Yeah, he put us in salary cap hell. Like, dude, that guy just left us like we were in a bando on 6 Mile. Like, he just left it just, I'm out of here, man. Like, okay, you guys don't have any money to spend. I've run this team into the ground. I've taken a nice house and made it into the worst on the block. Peace. Enjoy your squalor.
You know who else did that? Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, he did too. Hey, here's a Josh Smith contract for 10 years. I'm out. Peace. I'm so glad we don't have to pay that dude anymore.
That one's worse.
So moving on, number 8. This is where the Lions traded down. What do you guys think the Lions would do at number 8 according to Todd McShay?
Penei? He's still on the board, right?
He is still on the board. That would be the smart play.
Gotta go Penei Sewell. Knowing Todd McShay, probably said Jalen Waddle.
You are 100% correct. Jalen Waddle, wide receiver, Alabama, who the Lions are drafting at number 8.
I'm going to be honest. I would definitely love Sewell at that pick. That's who I would take at that.
That's the long-term play.
That's the long-term pick.
Right.
At the same time, Waddle is just scary. If healthy, he's scary. And that's the reason why I wouldn't draft him. If healthy, you have that injury concern with him.
I don't know, man. I love the idea of giving Goff some weapons, because if we're gonna really get a true litmus test on what we have in Jared Goff, we got to at least give him a chance. But saying that, Goff has always performed best when he had a good offensive line and a running game, because then he could base his play action off that running game. So if we don't have that, we're not going to get the best Goff anyways, even if he has all the weapons. So I don't really love drafting a wide receiver here, unless, of course, he turns out to be the next Calvin Johnson. Then I'll shut my mouth and I'll be very happy. But to take the third wide receiver off the board when the number 1 tackle is still sitting there and you can steal him at 8, I don't know, man. To me, that's a franchise-altering decision.
You know who? You know, when I did the Baligian and Bell show with Bischoff, he brought me around on a guy, and as I did some homework on him, if a Penei Sewell fell to the Lions at 7 or 8 in McShay's draft, I would hope that the Lions could somehow trade either up more in the first round, or hopefully that guy is still there, and get a Terrace Marshall from LSU as a wide receiver. That, for me, would be like, okay, you got the guard, and now you're getting also you're still getting a weapon at the wide receiver for Jared Goff in the early second round. So that would be how I hope the Lions will play it out.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to last year's draft and all the wide receivers that were drafted, and you're right. You don't have to draft the first. Like the first wide receiver drafted last year didn't even have a great year for Oakland, you know. And then CeeDee Lamb, he was okay, but he wasn't transcendent. Like Justin Jefferson was really the main component, and he was what, the 3rd or 4th wide receiver drafted. So I don't think you got to immediately take one. You can get one in the 2nd and 3rd round, especially the way these kids are athletes now. And as long as you get someone that fits your system, you don't got to mortgage your future to get a wide receiver now. But that being said, this is what Todd McShay has. Jalen Waddle, if he's there and he's a Lion, I'll welcome him, and I'll see, okay, we're shifting the offense to that. But I would just really love to shore up that offensive line for the next 5 years, and that be our building block.
And one quick thing on Terrace Marshall, so people know that his build, because we kept talking about the build of Kyle Pitts and everybody else, 6'2", 205, in the 40, ran a 4.3. 4.38.
It's like T. Higgins.
Speed.
Yeah, he's like a T. Higgins
so
type
if we
guy.
could get him in the 2nd round and get a Sewell in the 1st.
Dude, yeah, we're running. Like, I like that. And then we know our offensive line is solid. Like, I don't remember a time outside of when Barry Sanders was running behind that offensive line that the Lions have had multiple Pro Bowlers on their offensive line. So I want to see that again. Like, I want us to be maulers. And I know we've spent first-round picks on, like, Gosler Chairless and Lankin Tomlinson, and they haven't panned out. But we need this one to pan out. And if we got a chance to get maybe, like, the next Joe Thomas, let's do it.
I'm fine with them going alignment because – granted, those players did not pan out, but those are the old set of eyes who could not scout the way that a Brad Holmes or a John Dorsey can scout. So I'm going to go ahead and trust their eyes because the players that they have scouted in their time have proven to be exceptional.
Right.
My thing with the whole him saying that we're going to go with Jalen Waddle is if we do go receiver in the beginning in the first pick that we got, I'm not going to be mad. But I'll be mad if it's not Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith.
Yeah, but if they're off the board, what are you going to do?
Then don't go that position.
Okay, those are the only 2 wide receivers you'd want?
I think so. I just feel like with Jalen, and that's your pick, isn't it, Corey? You like Jalen?
No, if my wish is that Kyle Pitts falls to the Lions and they just move and they just change him to wide receiver because that's really what he is. He's a wide receiver.
Yeah, but that duo right there between Hawk and him.
Because you can line, because the thing is, you can line Pitts up anywhere.
Right.
Well, he's your split end, and Hawkinson is your tight end, essentially, and that way, you know, Hawkinson's going to be attached. Huh?
Put linebackers on them? Come on.
Yeah, Hawkinson's going to be, you know, attached to the line of scrimmage at all times, so he's going to be usually matched up against a linebacker or a safety. Now, if you go 2 tight ends and you split Pitts out, all of a sudden the linebacker or the safety's got to take him. You got a linebacker or a safety on Hawkinson. That leaves a DeAndre Swift one-on-one with either a linebacker or somebody playing well off the line of scrimmage. And that's a win all day.
Yep.
And football is about matchups. And if we could start matching up like that and us dictating how they respond to us, I haven't seen that out of a Lions offense.
And that's why I want Pitts, because I said he would make the Lions offense a nightmare. Maybe not immediately, but who knows? Maybe immediately. Depends on how long he comes along because he's 6'6", 245.
Right. Yeah. So that's where the Detroit Lions are picking, trading down to number 8. Now, here is where every mock draft goes off the rails because we knew Patrick Surtain is going number 10 to Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. According to this, number 9, Denver Broncos.
Wait.
Taking Surtain?
Yep.
Isn't there a quarterback still available out there?
Yeah, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields is still available. Oh, and there's still...
Wait, hold up. So he's dropping Justin Fields to past 10?
Past 10. Because he's got Denver Broncos taking Patrick Surtain, then he's got the Dallas Cowboys taking J.C. Horn, quarterback South Carolina.
Wait.
Who? J.C. Horn. You
No,
know.
J.C. Horn is cold, but I'm just saying, like, how in the hell do you have the Denver Broncos skipping past Justin Fields and you got freaking Drew? All right.
He's got the New England Patriots trading up to 11 to take Justin Fields.
Justin Fields is not slipping out the top 10.
And him with the Patriots?
I mean, why wouldn't he? Mac Jones was a top 20. Now he's number 3.
Dude, Mac Jones just got Bill Belichick written all over him.
I think so, too, yeah. But he also got Kyle Shanahan written all over him,
He does, too.
Yeah.
But that's what... Why is he disrespecting Justin Fields like that, first off?
I don't know, man, but the New England Patriots with Justin Fields would kind of be a scary thing. Because you know Belichick would get the best out of him.
Ooh. And then he gets a year behind Cam Newton?
Right. That's a scary thing.
That's actually... That, like, for Justin himself?
Right.
I want that to happen.
For Justin, who is a better mentor than the former NFL MVP who plays similar styles?
That would be a good match, man. It would be a match made in heaven. So that's a run through Todd McShay's latest mock draft. And obviously, we're going to have our mock draft, our 2.0s coming up next week. But whoever you want the Lions to take, let us know. Drop it in the comments. Please do that on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And on Monday, we're going to start launching a few new platforms, too. So be prepared. We're going to take over a couple more platforms. We finally got our new internet, guys.
Dude, he was here the other day. I straight up, like, my excitement took over and I'm recording a little video. I told the dude that I want to kiss him on his lips.
Yeah.
And I was pissed at first because I was like, why'd you just ignore me? And then I was like, damn, I just told him that I wanted to kiss him on the lips, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't take you up on it.
I would have done it.
I would have done it, yeah.
100%. You don't understand how excited I am for this new internet because that's what we needed. And getting fiber installed into a building is not easy. They got to get permits and all this other bullshit.
It took months, honestly, to get internet. But we got it, and now we're going to be on so many more platforms streaming live, so you can catch us anywhere, and we'll discuss all of that on Monday. Let's take a break. When we come back, Coach of the Year in the NCAA. You know who it is? Juwan Howard. We'll discuss that next on Woodward Sports.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. We got to say congratulations to Juwan Howard, baby! NCAA Coach of the Year. Some people are bitching about it, but they can take their complaints and they can go cry somewhere else. Because
realistically, how could you bitch over that?
I mean, there are a couple coaches who you can argue did a better job. I mean, Gonzaga's undefeated, has a chance to the national championship undefeated. Pretty good coaching job there. But when you take a team that was ranked 6th in their conference to start the season, and you take them to almost a Final Four, obviously an Elite 8, a #1 overall seed, Big Ten champions in your second year, you deserve all the accolades you can get, right? And I know there's a romance right now about Juwan Howard and what he's doing to college basketball, but at the same time, if he wasn't winning, it wouldn't matter, and he's been winning.
And they got to the Elite 8 without their best player.
Right. That's coaching.
That's coaching.
That's coaching. Because you could see immediately when they lost him, that team was in disarray. It took them some practices and some coaching and some new strategy to get them back on track, and that's all Juwan Howard. And I've heard people make the argument that he has better players, that's why he's winning games, but you know who recruited those players?
Juwan
Howard. So, yeah, that's part of his job. So
And
that makes him a good coach.
And obviously, I haven't seen Mark Few, the Gonzaga head coach, and what he does,
Right.
but I have seen Juwan Howard in action. I've seen him at North Farmington basketball games all across the state of Michigan, going out and personally scouting and recruiting. And you look at what he does with his player development, I feel like that's just bar none right there. And it is something that is the reason as to why he deserves this award.
Yeah. No, I think it's totally deserved. And like I said, if you could take your sixth in your conference to winning it and then being a #1 seed, that just shows you, like, expectations, reality. Okay, they're this far apart. This guy's pretty good. With Gonzaga, you knew expectations, reality. They're better than we thought they were going to be, but we knew they were going to be good. So this, compared to this, I'm going with this guy.
UCLA, we know they beat Michigan, but their coach, Mick Cronin, had a quote about Juwan Howard. Coach Howard does an elite job. He doesn't do a good job. He does an elite job. When your team is as organized as they are on both ends and play as physical and tough as they do, that is a reflection of their coach.
It's true. I believe it. I believe it.
Right on the money.
Well, and you see him dancing with the teams. You see him taking half-court shots. You see him running out on the court to pick his players up. You know, kind of the opposite of Izzo, who will run out on the court and grab his player's arm like he's his daddy.
No, he did it in the tunnel, though, so it was okay.
Oh, yeah. And then he grabbed his jersey. Like, just that whole scene was just so awkward. I didn't like it at all. But, yeah, that's the difference right now between Juwan Howard and the old school type of coaching. And you're starting to see it. And like we talked about, these new kids are a little softer, and that's fine. You know, they'll get through life. It'll just be a little bit harder for them. But at the same time, you need somebody that's going to hype you up, not tear you down, and that's a Juwan Howard.
You got to adapt to the new style of coaching.
Yep.
That's what it is. He's adapted. He's making Michigan look attractive. That's a reflection of how they just played right now and the recruiting classes that he has coming in. Hey, you got to give it to him. From where they started to where they are right now, it's all Juwan Howard.
Yep. So congratulations to Juwan Howard and the University of Michigan NCAA Coach of the Year. Well-deserved. And you know what else is well-deserved?
What?
It's time for Fish Facts. You ready to do this?
Yeah, it is. Fish!
Go fish. Fish facts.
It's fish!
It's my man, Fish. Fish, what do you got for facts today, buddy?
Happy Good Friday, everybody. It's
Oh
going
my
to be
God.
a great day.
Literally, oh my God. I forgot it was Good Friday.
Easter is Sunday.
It's
Easter
Good
Sunday,
Friday.
bro.
It's going to be a great weekend. We got a bunch of games on today, so enjoy your full day of action. And New Zealand changes their clocks on Saturday morning.
So you got to change your watch.
I'm going to change my watch, yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be 4 hours plus a day behind.
Beautiful.
Or plus a day ahead.
Plus a day ahead. That's
so
crazy. You keep your
very
wristwatch on
exciting.
New Zealand time.
I do.
It confused the shit out of me. All right, Fish, what are your facts? Yeah, what are your facts for today, buddy?
Well, today, or yesterday, was opening day, baseball.
Yes, it was.
So we have some baseball facts for you. The Los Angeles Dodgers played yesterday, and they didn't look too good yesterday. Well, they looked okay. They lost. They lost to the Colorado Rockies, and the fact is that each of the last 3 World Series defending champions have lost on opening day.
Huh. That is a fun stat. I like that. I'm going to wait. I may have a fun stat for you if you don't list it off, okay?
Damn it, so that means that if you win on opening day that you're not going to win the World Series.
No, it means if you win the World Series, you're not winning opening day.
I know, but vice versa. So the good teams lose on opening day.
Well, you know what else is a fun fact? Clayton Kershaw went to school with Matthew Stafford.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you guys ever heard that.
Wow.
All right, Fish, what else you got?
Well, I know he's best friends with them.
Yeah, I know.
We go to basketball, the NBA. Love the NBA. The Hawks, they had a double overtime victory win last night. Clint Capella got 28 points on 17 rebounds and 5 blocks.
Wow.
He's the only player with multiple 25 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks games in the last 2 seasons.
My man can fill up a stat sheet.
Dude, 5 blocks in the game, that's impressive.
Yeah, I like
One
it.
block in the game is pretty impressive.
One
right?
block, yeah. I mean, Ben Wallace, what did he average? Like 1.9, and that was like, best
Unheard
defender
of.
of the year, right?
Today is... Didn't think I had to. April 2nd. Almost forgot it was April. April 2nd. And we have some rule changes that happened in 1985 and 86. 85, the NCAA now has a 45-second shot clock in an effort to eliminate stalling. And in 86, the NCAA decides to put a 3-point line in.
Yep.
and then they change it, or they didn't change it, but they changed it. The NBA is different than the NCAA, and it still is now. It's a couple feet in difference. 19 feet 9 inches for the college, 21 in the NBA.
And then I believe they changed it again after 86.
And then they changed it after, yeah.
Yep, so it's been moved twice.
Do you like that?
What, that they move it?
That the three-point line is different for all these different leagues?
Yeah, I do, because the way they have it set up now is like college is pretty much, or high school is pretty much the three-pointers right at the top of the key, like right at the top.
the arc.
And that's how it used to be. Like college used to have the same three-point shot as high school.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it was ridiculous. So then they moved it right between pro and high school, and I think that's what it should be. It should be a progression. It really
Kind
should.
of like for field goal kickers, the field goal post in high school is like freaking this.
Right.
And then it just always gets narrower and narrower.
Well, that and what makes it more difficult, too, is the hash marks. Like, that's what really changes it for kicking as well in college and in pros. Sometimes, in pro or in college, sometimes the hash marks are so wide, and you got to, like, that's why you see a lot more missed field goals in college, I believe, because they're trying to hit this weird angle. And when you're taking this and turning it to this, your angle cuts damn near in a quarter.
In the NFL, it really is just obviously, you still need that accuracy. But it's more damn.
Yeah, it's amber lamps.
But it's more so like just having a strong leg in the NFL.
Right. Fish, you got any more facts?
Major League Baseball opening day was yesterday. Well, in 1995, they were celebrating because they ended a strike.
Yes.
232-day strike. The owners accepted the players to return without a contract. It is the first pro sports league to lose an entire postseason due to labor struggles.
I remember that in 1995, and that's shortly after that they brought back the long ball and started juicing the ball so people would come back to baseball. That was their strategy. Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds, juice yourself up. We'll give you some juice baseballs, bring people back.
Yeah, and I think in 2018 they were complaining that the balls might have been juiced.
And this year they're deadening the ball.
They are deadening the ball.
Yep.
Last fact of the Fun Friday, it is a baseball fact again, and it is a Japanese baseball player, Ichiro Suzuki. Had 2 hits and became the first Japanese position player to play in an MLB regular season.
Nice. I loved Ichiro. I mean, his swing is so pure. Like, so pure.
And then he retired 2019 in Japan.
Oh, he retired? I thought he was still playing somewhere, wasn't he?
Well, he retired from the MLB in Japan.
Okay.
In 2019.
Yeah. I loved watching Ichiro play. So is that your facts, Fish?
Those are the facts.
All right, you missed this one.
Uh-oh.
Yesterday was opening day, right?
Yes, sir.
There were 8 one-run games on opening day, the most all-time in Major League Baseball history. Isn't that a fun fact?
It is a fun fact.
It is fun.
I try to save the facts so that you guys can bring them on.
No, man. I saw that this morning. I was like, that is interesting. So thank you for coming on every morning at 9:55 or 9:50. Fish comes on and does his facts. And now it's time for Joey's Dumbass of the Day.
To present the award,
it is Joey.
It is time. Dumbass
For the day.
Why would you do that? And the loser is...
I want to give a shout out to our good friend Anthony Gruppito, who works with the Glove Michigan Network. They support a whole bunch of locally owned businesses, and they wanted to come out and support us yesterday at our broadcast at the Brass Rail, and it was awesome. We thank them so much for coming out, and we also thank them so much for documenting this amazing moment where our good friend and one of our street team members by the name of Merrick was out there on rollerblades with a beautiful Woodward Sports sign, and he was just going all around, and in the background of our video, you see this.
How's it going? It's Anthony Gruppito from the Glove MI, representing all of our local Michigan businesses, helping them out with the Woodward Sports team.
Woodward Sports, let's go!
Let's go! Hey!
There goes Merrick
Tell us a
right
little bit
there.
about what you guys are doing, because you're doing some pretty cool stuff online.
But
Yeah,
watch
it's
the
opening
background
day
at
right
the
now,
end of
so
the
we're
video.
live streaming. Darren McCarty's in there. It's his birthday, so he's about to do a show from 3 to 5.
And where are we at right now? We're at the
Brass Rail Pizza Bar, baby.
Pizza
I
Bar,
only
baby.
came. I didn't know that Woodward Sports was broadcasting. I just came here for the pizza.
That's right.
So how can we follow you online?
You can
When do you
follow
guys
us
broadcast?
at Woodward Sports on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you can find us. We'll be
Twitch,
there.
everything. Like, get at us. We do 3 live stream shows every day. We are on, me and Joey, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We have Sean Baligian and Joyke Bell. And then, of course, we got Darren McCarty on at 3 to 5.
Just follow us at Woodward Sports.
At Woodward Sports on everything.
Let's go. Check them out.
Can you rewind that?
a.m. to
Yeah,
10
just play that
a.m.,
last second.
11
Watch the
a.m.
flag
to
going
10
across.
a.m.,
Merrick's on
11 a.m.
rollerblades.
to 1 p.m. We have Sean Baligian and Joyce Bell. And then, of course, we got Darren McCarty on at 3 to 5.
Just follow us at Woodward Sports.
At Woodward Sports on everything.
Let's go. Check them out.
It was a perfect example
at
of
Woodward
Michigan
Sports.
streets
At
because
Woodward Sports on everything.
Let's go. Check them out.
He literally hit a pothole and fell behind us, and I'm so glad they documented that. I was dying laughing because obviously he's doing the
Yes,
selfie
it
video
was
with
selfie
us.
mode.
So we're watching what's going on while it's live, and all of a sudden the flag just disappears. Merrick's down, and if you didn't know, Merrick's like 6'6". And he was on rollerblades, so he's like 6'9".
Yeah.
And with that big flag, like, dude was like a 10-foot billboard. And just seeing that whole thing topple down, it was amazing. And especially because a pothole.
it was a highlight of our day. So, Merrick, you are our dumbass of the day. Congratulations.
But we love you so much, Merrick. The funny part about that is me and Joey text Merrick like, hey, man, opening day, you got your rollerblades? Like, we were just joking around because he did that for us before doing promo for radio stations that we worked for, just to make an impact on what we were doing at the event. And so we were just joking with him. But then he immediately texts back, I'm down, see you there. And we're like,
dude, it was a hit. Everybody was like, yeah, I saw some dude on rollerblades with a Woodward Sports flag.
Yeah. So thank you, Merrick, for that. And thank you, everybody, for waking up with us this morning and every morning right here on Woodward Sports. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the Final Four. We'll be back Monday talking lots of sports. Coming up next, Baligian and Bell at 11. Make sure you download the app so you can take us anywhere. It's the Woodward Sports Network. Have a good weekend.